All right, everybody, we got James Moreau here. He blogs at notsoliteral.com. We're talking about college degrees and your major in college and if your major really matters. And so, James, does your major really matter? What was your major? What are you doing now? And what industries are you in now compared to what you went to college for?
I was a public relations major in college, and right now I work in marketing communications. Your screen just went blank, Shane.
I'm good. We're back.
Oh, okay. So I was a public relations major. I interned in PR, and I don't work in PR right now. I don't work for a PR firm. However, I don't think my major matters that much because I learned a lot of things about my major that I didn't like. In like doing strictly PR that basically helped me shape my career and self-educate myself quite a bit. So, I've sort of taken my career in a different direction than my major, and I think lots of people are able to do that. Whether they feel like it's an option or not. I think if they're flexible, then they can make it happen.
I think a lot of people are probably on your page, and I think people find that with business majors, right? I was a business major. I was a double major, finance and economics. I started in marketing. The only reason I switched, one, was because marketing, I actually had to study, and it was all like definitions and stuff, and if I couldn't go to the test and figure it out, where finance and economics, it could kind of just, logically use numbers, and I've always been fortunate to be good at numbers, so I was like, this is easier. Two, my roommate was a finance major, so he gave me all his notes. And three, like 60% of our college was marketing. And so I was like, if I'm a marketing major, I'm going to get out with 60% of the business college and be like, I'm on the side of the majority. It's Mark Twain's quote, when you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to pause and reflect. And I was like, if everyone's a marketing major, maybe I should go do finance and economics. And I'm like, to me, it's like marketing and management and all this stuff. It's like, it's so new and changes so fast nowadays. I'm like, I don't know how to market. I tell people what I do. I mean, what's marketing anymore, And I find with finance and economics, I actually learned analytical, tangible things that I couldn't have learned really outside the classroom that needed a mentor. And was kind of why I liked that route, which I do nothing with now, right? I still use economics applied to life, but as far as what you're saying, like PR, and now you work, you do a community management work and you do more of the tech world. Is there majors coming that are community management? Is there majors coming that are, marketing is not marketing anymore? Like, I feel like if I would have been a marketing major, I would have went 20 steps backwards in everything I think I know in marketing now.
I hope that community management majors don't crop up, and if they do, I think it's gonna be bad for the industry. I mean, if you want to become a nurse or like a mechanical engineer, then you should go to school for that, and those are like specific degrees that you need in order to make that kind of thing happen. However, I mean, you can go study French and like English literature and still come out and be an awesome community manager or PR pro or marketing and finance professional. Um, you know, I think the thing about college is exposing yourself to as many different aspects of life as possible. Um, you know, when I studied in the Czech Republic, I learned that in the communist systems, a lot of times you take proficiency exams when you're young, and when you find out what your proficiency is, you have to pick a tract and stay on that tract all the way through college or high school. And like switching your life direction is really hard and not so easy for or even encouraged. So, the fact that we're able to do that so easily in our society, I think people should be as whimsical and interested in as many things as possible, and be willing to change and to work hard. And if you want to self educate yourself, you can. Just be honest with what your strengths are with yourself. That's what I think.
I totally agree. I mean, nowadays I say find what you suck at, find what you don't like to do, check it off the list, and move on. But the other
Yeah.
people would argue though, and I would argue too, that you have to focus over time though, because a lot of people would say focus on one thing, and I do agree with that as well. Like if you don't focus on one thing, I mean, I do a lot of different stuff in my life, but I try to really dive in on one and work my to figure it out the best. And people would say to just do one thing, and if you don't, you're spreading yourself too thin. And I don't know where I stand on that, but I see their points, and I think my biggest thing is focus over time. So if you can do multiple things, just make sure that you can stay focused on them over a long period of time, and like that's kind of how you can get to the next thing. with business degrees and with that, I hope that college business degrees, people can let down all their walls and realize, like, dude, anybody can do marketing. Anybody can be a manager. I mean, people are better at it than others, but it's not some, like, skill that only 1% of people have, right? It's not some genius, but a lot of people think it is, right? It's like, come on, guys, it's not that hard. And so, hey, thank you, man. Thank you, James, for taking the time to interview today. James writes on the blog notsoliteral.com, and he's in the community manager area of expertise. If you need a community manager, reach out to that guy. Thanks, man.
Thank you.